Once again, what it is. All right, listen. Another thing, real quick. I have stated a lot of things. I have seen enough things. And I only know how to run my ship. You know, most people ain't gonna agree how I run my ship, meaning my ship, my macabre ship. And a lot of things I say, and the way I say it, may offend many. That is not my intentions. Once again, that is not my intentions. All right, you know, God's hearts is not as soft as the humans. You know, God's hearts are not as soft as the humans. Nature, the heart of nature, is not as soft as a human. A true natural disaster is not a disaster at all, even though it may take 10,000 people about this motherfucker. You heard me? The heart of nature is not soft. Alright? You know? It's formless until it needs to form. Okay. Now, I say all that because, you know, a lot of people speak about my cursing and how you know, I don't have a dialogue for the truth. I can't even fathom one. For me to sit there and to talk about something that's actually ridiculous and sometimes sickening, you know, sickening, to have to explain about some things, you know, because this thing is going too far. Let me see. I'm charging it up at the same time, and we'll do it that way. Nevertheless, it's sickening sometimes, you know, because the more and more you stay away from that damn TV, the more and more you don't have it radio on, the more and more you listen, you know, you change your DNA, you become that. You know, your mind starts to revolve all the knowledge and things that you see in a manner that only works for you and you only. The more knowledge you attain, the more sick you see the world is. The higher up you go, the more you can see. Okay? The more you can see. When I spoke about the ego, see, now listen. A lot of the great minds, those who were turned masters, okay, and they should be turned masters by the masses, right? No, but they didn't know they are masters, but they rather, you know, do their little thing and run here and you know, whatever. Nevertheless, our great ones in the matrix, right, have proved a lot of things. You know, it's not just what they did, it's the energy that affected and was brought to a halt, you know. And most of them will continue to tell anyone who would listen to them that you are the one that counts. They never said that they were. Buddha said every person has the ability to become Buddha. You know, it's a brother Justice, you know, the promorphosized energy of Jesus stated, that which I do, you will be doing greater things. But where have your mind been in order to accomplish greater things? Where? It also had a flip and a kick in there that said, seek and ye shall find, right? Well, I found out once you have enough, you need to stop seeking. You can't seek for the treasure forever, motherfucker. Because this treasure is within you. When they told you to seek, that meant go out, motherfucker. When we know to go in, goddammit. You know? We know to go in. So seek that not, which will not work for your ass. Like, we used to be this. As I had stated before, if you coming forth by day, you don't look for who the fuck you was. Once again, if you are coming forth by day, why are you seeking to understand or understand who the fuck you were? That seems like a program only directed for the masses, the sheep, those who know not and wish not to know. Those who know not and wish not to know is dead, past him. Those who wish to know but know not is asleep, wake him. Those who know not and wants to know is a student, guide him. Those who know or appear to know and know not is an imposter, shun him. You must shun all of those. Okay? All of those who is giving you a detailed plan, a detailed implementation of how to handle any situation. You must know within thyself. You must know within thyself. Let me ask you something. What will make you angry enough? Or let me ask you something. What will make you do that which you would not want to do? Ask yourself that. Who can tempt you to do it? Where is your anger derived from? See, I speak with this type of energy that has no apologies, because I know I'm speaking to the right souls, the right spirits, and not meaning they're right to the wrong and the wrong to the right and all that type of shit. The ones who absorb the frequency that I'm speaking and how I speak it. You know, when I say motherfucker, that's like big brother love, nigga. It ain't no saying that I'm above your motherfucking ass. Okay? But you can say it like, you can think it like that. But that's not the only dimension in which those words are tossed into when it comes out of my mouth. Those are those weak-hearted. Those are those full of feeling type of people. You know? Full of feeling type of people that can be easily directed, like I heard. Oh, he said. Oh, you know what? He said. Fuck what he said. What you say. You know? It's only what you say anyway. Don't get so incredibly ridiculous about what another motherfucker say. Here you go. You want to send out F-14s and control his motherfucking oceans and put spaceships up in his motherfucking atmosphere and beam down on him some shit that you decided. What the fuck is that? When you are searching to get some type of clarity, take it from everywhere. Don't try to destroy or do not try to offend another person who is only yet putting out the keys sincerely in which they have found. Now some can be strong at it. Some can be like, composed, like they still in the matrix. Here I am. I got these things to tell you, and I'm gonna sit there like a Fox anchor news motherfucker. You know what I mean? We talking about the real shit. Ain't nobody have a proper way to deliver a message. The motherfucking point of the message is to deliver it. Did you get any motherfucking message without saying, "Oh, look how he look, that motherfucker. Look what the fuck this nigga put some shit outside on a goofy motherfucker." You know what I mean? Look here, man. Everything that I do, it is a reason for it. And everything you do is a reason for it. But you got to come to terms for your reasons for doing what the fuck you do. You may not think that see, the only evil is ignorance. When you're ignorant about something, you're capable to do any motherfucking thing. Any motherfucking thing you decide, you're capable of doing any motherfucking thing when you're ignorant to some shit. And so, like I said once again, let it hit the right place. The only evil is ignorance, motherfucker. That's right. Alright? Now check this out. Real quick. Check this out. I'm going to pose a question real quick. I'm going to try to end this up because I got some things to do. But listen. When you remember being in churches, did you see Jesus on some stained glass windows and sit back there behind the preacher or to the side of him? Yep, you did. Well, have you ever seen a picture of the devil inside the church? No, you haven't. Right? If they had Jesus in back of the preacher and you turned around and you see the devil in blazing motherfucking wings on the back or on his back up in the church, you'd be like, what the fuck? You couldn't even see that. You probably wouldn't. Christians probably wouldn't want to go to that church if they had a picture of the devil up there on the stained glass too, right? You'd be like, who the fuck would do that? And why the fuck would they do that? Well, if you went to a mosque, all right, now I know already from me being imam of some of the communities at large, me used to being, in that dimension where I was, all right, at imam, we don't have pictures up. If there's pictures up wherever the kupa may be, they may be covered up. But in that regard, though, when you go to bigger mosques, it's things on the wall. All right, but you would never see a picture of Allah or the devil. Okay, when you go to the Catholic things, you want to see, Mary, some angels, some obese ass babies with some wings on them and shit, and so-called angels. I don't even know what the fuck that shit means, so I'm gonna stop doing that shit. But nevertheless, so anyway, you would never see the devil, right? So why the fuck would you want to see the devil there, motherfucker? But when you go back to the place that told you to know thyself, when you go back to the place, all right, that is stated coming forth by day, they always showed you Osiris, Isis, Haru, and Set. Set was turned into Satan, but they always had his ass right there, like right and left. You can't intend or think that you could take an electrical prong, off of some type of appliance, bend the negative prong and stick it in the wall and expect it to work like that. It can't work like that. It needs the negative as well as the positive to advance the process, brothers, sisters, guys, and goddesses. All right? Kemet, Lemuria, Wherever you want to go on this rim, which you could not have been created here. You were not created here. You know what I'm saying? You were not created here. So that this is not the reference point to go back to. Ignorant ones. This is not the reference point. No one can tell me who the fuck I've been because I come forth by day. I have left that shit alone. There is no more need to tell me who the fuck I am. Because I am never who the fuck I am. I come forth by day. Anyway, we go back to them reference points, those so-called reference points. You must make them work for you. Now, I'm going to do a long thing about that on another video. And how to make all that bullshit in our head work for us. Because if you don't make it work for you, if you don't change the polarity of that bullshit that they put in your head, it will remain in your head and it will create its own pathways to run your fucking ass crazy. Alright? Now, when we go back, going back, listen to that. When you flip and find out some shit, and it tells you, like in the Book of the Dead, when it states, I have never stolen, I have never covered my neighbor's wife, I have never robbed, I have never killed, I have never did this and that and this and that. Well, that would bring you to all those would have to been like Issa, Brother Justice, whom you call Jesus, right? They would have to be like that if you take it on that level. And that's one level you could take it on, but that's surface shit and it will not teach you anything. It will confuse the fuck out of you. So, how could one say that they never did this and that? See, many intelligent brothers and sisters of ours in the Matrix have stated that it is a place in the black man, and in the black man only, that he is perfectly innocent. He is absolutely 100% or more innocent. Now, when you go into the Book of the Dead and the coffin texts and all this, it states this stuff that they have never done. They have never done. What part of them was speaking? It was the soul, because the soul is pure and it is in you. And it has never done none of that shit, because it denounces the body. It denounces the body. See, you're packed with fear, shame, and guilt because you only uphold the body. You're scared to come out of the body. Okay? Do a quick little meditation. Close your eyes for a minute. Relax yourself. Relax yourself. Relax yourself real good. All right? Now, contemplate your mind as being trapped and you can't fucking move. You're somewhere that you can't fucking move and you can't move your body. Just think about that. You can't move your body. And try to move your body, but not moving your body. But just close your eyes and be like trying to move your arm up. But don't move your arm up, damn it. Imagine that you can't move your fucking arm up. Imagine that you can't fucking move your foot. You can't fucking turn your head. You can't do shit. You can't even open your eyes. Just imagine that. Get used to that feeling, damn it. See, most of the time it'll scare your ass. You know, sometimes when you just laying there, just act like you cannot fucking move and you will not fucking move again. But you are conscious. And you can't fucking move. Don't let it scare you. Get used to that. That's a meditation for your ass. Alright? We come forth day by day, minute, and what the fuck is a day? Break it down to its very last compound. Alright? We come forth by the nanosecond. I am that which I am. And I am the great I am. Without doubt, without hesitation, without any motherfucking consideration. You heard? All of our wise ones said that in order for the black man to clear himself up or to get clarity upon anything, he must be turned upside down. Some said flipped inside out, or and some said everything the white man told you to run away from, run straight to it. You know. Now keep that in mind. These are the strongest signposts. All that other shit is just a rabbit hole, motherfucker. A mole hole, actually. Fuck the rabbit. The rabbit is the rabbit, but your ass become the mole. You run through that hole and come up on the other side with dirt on your head for some kind of goddamn reason, but it's gonna be naturally done. You will not have any intentions or thoughts about it. But nevertheless, coming forth by day, who can you be? Who are you? Who are you? Nothing. None of that shit. Where's your creative power? Your creative power is in your mind. If you know you can will shit, then will some shit to happen. You know, a lot of the so-called voodoo and hoodoo and shit. You know, if I put a plate out here, with food on and everybody ate from it, it'd be gone. See, this was the Santa Maria. This was all that type of shit. You know, all these type of different, you know, spiritual systems. But you have to create your own spiritual system, brothers and sisters. You have to create your own spiritual system. And I recommend you all do. Because we all have subordinate powers that we can wield. You know, when they said King Arthur, back in that Matronics, but it was all those signposts. Who could pull the sword up out of the rock, you know, or this concrete or whatever, you know? The sword was the truth. It was stuck in the rock. And only one person, so-called King Arthur, right, pulled the sword out. But this is you. You ain't pulled the sword out. The truth is still stuck in the rock. And they say the rock is the truth. But the sword is the words of it. It's still stuck in the truth. If you pull that sword out, it becomes a two-edged sword. And you become that motherfucker, that one that they said he will come and speak. And every time he spoke, a two-edged sword would come out of his mouth. Fire will come out of his mouth. You know? I'm not here to sound like no dang preacher. I'm not here to sound like some whatever the fuck. I'm here to sound exactly how the fuck I feel. That's it. Throwing a couple little jewels here and there, pick them up, put them in your pocket if you wish. But don't pick them up and throw and hit me in the back of the motherfucking head with it. Because I'm not there. I come forth by day. And I will bring you something in time. Therefore, continue to do what you do and do it well. And don't be confused about any of this shit. You know, in the so-called ancient days, they used to say, die well. You know, but we don't fuck with that word die. But we could just, you know, transform. Energy only transforms. So any energy that you got stuck in here, you can always transform it. That's what I'm telling you, to make it work for you. Transform that energy. All that bullshit up there at Christmas and all that goofy shit, you know, we already cast that aside. But you can also make it work for you. Okay? All this stuff about, you know, this and that. And I'm gonna have to talk about that flat earth another time, because it's something polarized in my head that flat earth cancels out much shit, you know, and it will be a stop of a powerful virus that may affect your ass in the way that you should never have allowed it to affect your ass, you know. For now, y'all, man, anyone who's really waiting on that turbine thing, hit up on YouTube after this, you know, go to it and just look up turbines making how to make a turbine generator. You know, and just look it up. All right, look it up. I'm gonna get back to you. I really want to show you the one that I'm gonna be working on, but it really has not been started. I've just been gathering what I needed, what I would need, and then I'm thinking about so much. I like to go. I like to go at God's speed, which is whatever the fuck speed I choose. You know what I'm saying? To put stuff together. I'm in a lot of different areas. You know what I mean? And it will become appropriate in time. in time that I show you some shit. But before I show you shit, I like, you know, for somebody, any one of the true ones who appear to be adjusting to what we really need to adjust to, and pop it up and hit me up and be like, hey man, check this out. You know, here's my video, and shoot me the link. You know what I mean? Check it out. You know, and that's how we're gonna, cause I'm gonna tell you something real quick. You know, this land don't belong to no motherfucker body. You know, that's why they gave you them false ass motherfucking mortgages and shit, and put it in control of a bank so it would never be in the hands of nobody. So when shit happened, it was never in the hands of no motherfucker body. You know what I'm saying? It just appeared to your ass. You know what I'm saying? That it was, and ran your ass out. Goofy. But nevertheless, so with the sun heating up and everything, and with all these things happening, the planet, the sun is, you know, regenerating itself on a level that is killing all the viruses. You know what I'm saying? It's cleaning up itself, you know, like your body would, where the earth is. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning up itself. All right, it's getting rid of all the parasites. It's getting rid of all this type of shit. A lot of people is dying. A lot of people is transforming. A lot of people is leaving. And it is those ones that is not equipped to be here. And never was equipped to be here. Never was, man. Never was. They trying to give you a fight before they leave this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They trying to... I wouldn't be surprised if they gave you a psyops, 3 of them every goddamn day. You know? 3 of them every goddamn day. You know? To make your ass ridiculously stupid. You know? You know? They could even give a psyop that made it look like retaliation, which they already done. You know what I mean? And they're gonna continue to do it. You know, they're gonna continue to do it. But I'm gonna tell you what. I see nothing happening. My eye sees nothing happening. No motherfucking way. That's just my vision. I see the parasites leaving. I see them dropping. I see them in a position that they even gave permission to a lot of Mexicans to come over here and get these houses. I see a vision that all those, if you own a house, let that mortgage fall. And then produce the right shit to go at them and get it. I see the possibility of the grid dropping, but ain't no motherfucker rocking it and coming up or doing their motherfucking thing. You know? I see you in possession of your own shit. The shit you in right now. I see you in possession of your own shit. Because it's gonna fall into your hands. I see the possession of every motherfucking thing. You know, coming right to us without even raising one motherfucking finger, without firing one motherfucking shot. Don't be caught in the hoopla. All right? Just become strong within thyself. You don't need no fucking people to make you stronger, man. I'm a revolutionary, but I ain't gonna go because y'all ain't gonna go. Y'all some punk motherfuckers, y'all some punk motherfuckers. Nigga. Don't let that drive you, man. Straighten your shit out. You become strong, and fuck the weak ones. See, we talk about the spiritual side, but see, when I have my spiritual side, which I do, at all times, I'm not afraid to do. I'm not afraid about any. I'm not fearful. I'm not worried about nothing. Not a damn thing. Especially not this motherfucking door that opens to the other side. Break on through to the other side. Break on through to the other side. They said, die well. But think about it. Where's your power and position? You gonna be scared and hollering and shit? No, motherfucker. No, not one motherfucking chance of it. Shit. No. 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 Fuck no. Strengthen yourself. Strengthen yourself. Strengthen yourself. Protect yourself, your home, and your family. That's where it's going to start at. Family. Is your family secure? Do you have 2 or 3 backpacks full of shit to go camp out in the motherfucking woods if need be? That's all it's going to be. If you decide to. You know? Do you have a lot of sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, oatmeal? I know you don't supposed to be all that woo 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 woo, but you know, do you have? Let me see if I got it down here. Yeah. Do you have one of these? These are sold at dollar stores. They cost $1. How do you start a fire without matches? By the sun. And with one of these big ass magnifiers, they're supposed to go on books so you can see it bigger. You know what I mean? But what you're going to use it for, okay, is starting fires with the sun. To cook shit, to warm up water. You know? Do you have any sources of diluted bleach? So when it does rain, you can institute and get that shit right. You know what I mean? These are not, I'm not saying this for fearful or scared tactics and shit like that. I'm talking about for a purpose or just going camping. Think about it like that. Do not think fearful. But have you a backpack? I mean, people walk around with backpacks all the time and they ain't got no goddamn books in it. Do you have a couple tote bags? Sunflower seeds. Freeze-dried fruit, you know, couple mason jars of the shit that you're supposed to have, a couple of different types of vegetables or whatever you could be, you know, how they, you know, store that shit. Or have your backpack full of some of that shit. Just a couple, you don't have to have no basement full of the shit, you know, and then check out how to produce your energy. You know, the inverters. You don't need a lawnmower or motherfucking generator. What you need is batteries and an inverter and a way to create the energy. And I'm telling you that, and I've told you a little bit of it, and I'll get back with you to end that. Nevertheless, just keep your head sane. Stay out of the way of bullshit. You don't even want to hear it. You know, you don't want that shit flying around in your head. And I ain't telling you at all to be unprepared. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying no fear, no shame, no guilt. Now, real quick, back to this ego type thing. When I'm talking about the ego, they said everything that the devil say do, don't do. And everything that he said don't do, that's exactly what the fuck you do. Alright? Now, and then coupled by what they say, everything I was told was a lie. Alright? Everything you was told was a lie. That which he said don't do, you run directly to. Check this out. He told you on a continued basis about your ego. He said the id, it was like the little boy, the father, or some shit like that, or whatever. Then you had the ego and all that. Check that shit out. That's why I said what I said about the ego a while back. Don't get rid of your ego. Your ego is just like your fingerprint. The way you present. Imagine the ego of a lion. Do we have an ego, motherfucker? No, he's just a fucking lion, motherfucker. Do a bear have a motherfucking ego? No. It's his motherfucking nature, nigga. Do a fucking ego have a fucking ego? I mean, the bird ego. Do we have an ego? Who told you this shit and who made it up? And why do you follow everything that we know is a fucking lie? Especially about yourself, man. You said, you follow that ego, and all these little souls just telling you, oh, see, there go that ego. You coming from the ego, man. See, if you're not talking about stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause I heard a brother today say, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people out here that's not even worthy of listening to. You know, and I ain't talking about on YouTube. It's some of them too, or whatever the fuck. I might be one to some of you. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? I am stating what is sincerely true. I don't talk and have conversations with motherfuckers or any person, regardless of their color, if they don't know too much of shit. You know what I mean? You know, and I know you can learn a lot from a dummy, because that's how you test shit. You put a dummy in that motherfucker and crash that car. You don't put your brother in that motherfucker and crash that motherfucker. You put a dummy in that son bitch. Matter of fact, you don't even put a dummy in the bitch. You put a motherfucker stick stuck on the gas pedal, motherfucker, and see how well that bitch crash up. But nevertheless, all right, keep your ego intact, motherfucker, and deliver your message how you supposed to deliver it. Don't deliver it in hopes that you get some motherfucking points and some thumbs ups and shit. Fuck them thumbs up, nigga. Straighten, man, power punch these motherfuckers in the face. I'm waiting on to hear you motherfuckers stomp out the room and just let it go, motherfucker. Let it go, motherfucker. Let it go. Let it flame. Y'all heard the young Pharaoh, and I'm gonna say his name at this time, and I didn't even really want to say his name because people get funny about saying they damn names, you know. But all understanding about that bullshit, all right. But nevertheless, nothing bad, none of that shit. But y'all heard his message, you know what I'm saying, about black on black crime. He flamed their ass, and we already knew all that shit. But the way he put it, no apologies, case motherfucking closed. Start flaming the truth on all kind of shit. Spare no motherfucking one. See, it is a way to make one see, and it is a way to put a motherfucker to sleep. We ain't trying to put motherfuckers